Welcome back, everybody. Well, we're taking a break from desserts to talk about some great wines, perfect for Thanksgiving and the holidays. Paul is here from Peninsula Winery. You brought quite a selection. Good morning. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. So I think, first of all, there are people that are in charge of buying the wine for Thanksgiving dinner. They're
Don't
hosting.
Be nervous.
Yes, and it's intimidating. You're like, I don't even know where to begin. And then there are people that are invited to someone's house or for Thanksgiving or the holidays, and they also don't know what to bring. And let me tell you, if your hostess says don't bring anything and you listen to that, you're crazy. You need to show up with something, and you can't go wrong with wine. So that's just them being polite, but you need to bring something. So what shall we bring, or what should we buy?
Well, yeah, and that's a good point, is you should always have a plethora of wine at Thanksgiving, because not one wine will take you from appetizers through main course to dessert. So what we're recommending and what we're seeing in the marketplace is fruit wines are trending right now, and cranberry wines are top on the list, and we make 3 of them at Peninsula Winery. Cranbernet, for instance, is a really original wine, Cabernet Sauvignon blended with cranberry wine.
Ooh, I bet it's a beautiful color.
Delicious. And yeah, exactly. And you can cook with it. So I'll leave that bottle with you to cook with.
That would be great with beef tenderloin to make a pan sauce, and then you can drink it too.
To glaze the pan, exactly.
Ooh,
but they're easy to drink. They pair with a lot of I would think saltier foods, because they're sweet, so you strike a balance.
So maybe with some salty, spicy nuts, that would be a great thing. Would that be a nice thing?
Yeah, exactly. And even I would say cheese plate, no problem.
Ooh, yeah.
Cheese and meat plate. Moving on from fruit wines, we also have fruit wines here in the center, and this is a cherry wine, and then this is an apple wine. They've been barrel aged, and they're 100% dry.
So that is the interesting thing, because I love fruit wines, but I don't like sweet wines unless it's more of a dessert or a port or something. I'm excited about these, something different.
And we released them for our 40th anniversary this year, and we're trying to always reinvent ourselves a little bit. We're the only ones that I know of in the country doing something like this, taking a dry fruit wine, barrel aging it in a French oak or an American oak barrel, and it changes the mouthfeel, complexity completely.
So with turkey, or chicken, I'm thinking that either one of these are going to be lovely, because this isn't a real heavy red. It's more of a
light body.
Yeah.
And fruit wines are that way. That's why they're trending, because they're lively, they're fresh, they have a nice acidity to it, and it matches perfectly with food.
So these would be great to pick up. One, you can say they're new, they're brand new, and the Peninsula is the only one doing, and they're both going to pair wonderfully with the turkey, chicken, Cornish game hen, even pork. I would think that they'd go nicely.
And there are so many different flavors at Thanksgiving. It's such a big meal.
Yeah,
there's nuts. There's turkey. There's potatoes. So there's the traditional wines like a Riesling, for example.
And this is really important to have. I have Riesling only drinking friends. When they stop by, I need to have a nice bottle of Riesling for them. It wouldn't, it's just important for me to have it for them. And this is a beautiful one. And that also pairs nicely with a lot of different food.
Because of the acidity and the freshness and the fruitiness that they usually impart.
And Riesling is still so huge. What about these other two?
Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. We also make those. A lot of people don't know we have dry wines. I brought those today because you noticed you cook a lot with our wine.
I do, and this is my go-to white wine when it comes to cooking.
It's delicious. It's really just lightly oak aged. It's just a really nice lemony palate, nice acidity.
And drinking. It's a great drinking wine and cooking wine, so you can't go wrong with that. And then a Pinot Noir,
Pinot Noir, because you don't want a big wine at Thanksgiving, because it'll weigh down the meal, and it'll overwhelm some of the flavors on the plate.
I agree.
So
this is another for red wine drinkers who want to pair it with turkey or Cornish game hen or something like that. This Pinot Noir is a great one. Okay, for people who are interested in finding out more about the winery, tell me about the website. How can people find you?
Well, we're in all 3 markets, especially in Green Bay regionally. So we have retail, we have a website, dcwine.com. You can find us in Door County. Come and visit. I'll lead you through a tasting, and we can find a Thanksgiving wine for you.
And the gift store is really, really fun. So
it's a big gift store.
All right. Paul, great to see you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know it's a busy time of year for you guys, but you brought along some great wines. Can't wait to try these fruit wines. Really excited about that. Coming up, more wonderful dessert recipes, so stay with us.